Well, here we go, folks. The first ball is in. Afar Raza running. And is that an edge? That was a good delivery and a smile, but just went out of his way to reach that one away from the body and wanted to drive that through the covers. But a close matter there. There's a lot to talk about the toss. Both teams are doing what they actually wanted to do at the toss. And this time it is a nick. And Afar Raza,
how Damir likes to put it. Afar Raza runs back in. A very good delivery this time. A half-hearted appeal there. One off the over to go.
well, Afar Raza is certainly hitting the right lengths here on this wicket. It has had a bit of a shower earlier. The square, not the wicket, because they've got good covers here. The GIC ground staff. But certainly a good wicket to be bowling on with a bit of overcast conditions here.
By Afar Raza, giving away only 8 runs and getting the big wicket of Ismail Butt.
And almost got rid of Zohaib Butt as well. That was a close matter, but still, nevertheless, despite the wickets, the Dynamites have taken 8 runs off the first over. So that is what they are so good at. You know, that's what they've done so well throughout the tournament. They just keep up with the run rate. They never let it drop, even if they are losing wickets. And I think that has been one of their keys to success in this tournament. So Talha will share the new ball with Ain on that occasion. He's mostly been very accurate. But
but that's what it is about the Dynamites. Even after those 2 big wickets, their batting lineup is so deep that you can't just relax for even a minute or so. That's how big a team Dynamites is.
And played fine. Ismail Siddiqui understood what Afar was trying to do there. He was trying to bring the ball back in, and he was nicely behind that one. Got a good part of his bat. Played it to delivery. Couldn't find the middle of the bat there. So good delivery first up to Zohaib Butt by Abdullah Faz. He will be bowling to Ismail Siddiqui now.
He runs in to bowl. He delivers that ball, and that has found the gap. Oh, and that was a brilliant try to field that one. This time by Rao Haris Tawfiq, but doesn't manage to get his body. That was a brilliant field. I'm sad that you can't see that fielder doing his job there because of the pillar, that damned pillar that we talked about. He just slides in.
We've got a whole screen to refer to Ali Mazhar.
Well, yes, but just watching it live, watching the live action there, it's so exciting. Oh, that one's a big hit.
The first 6 of the night for the Dynamites finally comes in the 9th over, I think.
That was that's the 8th over, and that shot was.
Umair is bowling beautifully here tonight. He's rushing the batsman. He's trying to hit that outside off 4th stump or maybe top of off on occasion channel, and he's trying to stick to that. So he's up for this big occasion as well.
Oh, 100%. Nobody in the Avengers side is. Oh, that was a big one. That goes away for another blinder of a 6. That is huge. That is big. Zohaib Butt is getting into his groove. Something.
And that was a huge hit for a 6.
Well, like I said last night when Damir asked, where do you bowl to a player like Zohaib Butt? And I just told you, you don't bowl to Zohaib Butt. That's all there is to it. He's such a good player. He can play anywhere. All sides are his strong sides. Umair Akram runs in. Another one down the ground. A valiant effort on the field there by Afar Raza, but it goes away for a 4. That was silky smooth. Just like to the 3rd man.
A better delivery this time by Umair Akram, but he's given a few in this over.
So that's the last of his.
So last ball of the over. We still have one more over before we head to that strategic timeout. He will be bowling to Ismail Butt. And Ismail Butt just flicks that away off his pads. So 2 very ordinary deliveries in the over. by Umair Akram
Well,
to stick outside off stump. But for some reason, I don't know why he wanted to ball towards his pads, maybe change his pace a little bit on that occasion. But these guys will certainly look to get going now, and this is the time, which is pretty much make or break.
Salman Dogar for the last over, and it is gone over the covers and into the boundary for a huge hit. Salman Dogar has been hit for 6 more runs.
Well, again bowling into the area of strength. For Zohaib Butt, and Zohaib Butt is just playing as if there are no demons on this wicket tonight. He's just going after the bowling now, and he's in a rush to get to his half century. He's already at 46 of just 23 deliveries, despite some very good bowling.
Another big hit. Can this be enough to cover the distance? Yes, it is. So 2 sixes over the covers.
And he gets to his half century on 24 deliveries, even on a diff being bowled at you. And then when you've actually played 11 or 12 deliveries, you've had the feel of the track, and you've started to find the middle of your bat, then I think you do what Zohaib Butt just did. You go for your shots, and you get your team out of trouble just exactly the way he did.
Well, that was a beautiful shot. Easily finds the gap. The fielders didn't even attempt to take a step towards the ball there. Nothing they could.
So we're back after the strategic timeout, and they have brought in Talha Kamal Bela to bowl the 11th over. He was phenomenal in the semi-final. Starts off with the outside off delivery, and Ismail Siddiqui on the first delivery itself to Umar Dogar.
Because if he gives him room to play, keeps the line wavered, then he can surely get shot for some big ones.
Well, Avengers need a wicket here, big time.
Keeps
a
it
flat shot towards Afar Raza at long on. But Talha is certainly resorting to changing pace in this over. I don't know if he should be doing that to Umar Dogar now, because I'm sure Umar Dogar will be expecting it, and he will be lining him up towards that onside. And he does.
Absolutely. So, big loss there for the Dynamites. A big hit.
And he's gotten all of it there. Ismail Siddiqui with a huge 6. And Umar and Salman Dogar continues to bowl in that slot. He will need to stay away from those strong areas of Ismail, but I think the best place to bowl to him is on that off stump, or maybe make him use his wrist off his pads. But
he played with a strike rate of 161. So that's good stuff there. Now they have 2 retired batsmen in the name of Ismail Siddiqui and Zohaib Butt. So things looking pretty okayish, even after the dismissals of 3 dismissals for the Dynamites.
I think they've got the faster men to restrict the flow of runs and take wickets. So I think, but they still need to drag the game to that point whenever Zohaib at max on this wicket.
I personally,
if the fielder had to approach that or not.
So the lapses in the field
start. Not the best fielder in the team.
So that the lapses in the field start to come now.
Well, he might be the best bowler right now in the Premier League, but he's not the best fielder. And none other than Adil Shah to be verifying that, standing next to me.
Well, I think it's better to be, it's not good to be a jack of all trades and a master of none.
A bad delivery towards his pads and helped on its way by Zain Raza. I think these Avengers bowlers are not learning.
They really need to keep the line in check. They can't, and especially now that they have fielded so well, and we have been commending them on their good work there. We're starting to see lapses in the field, some wayward bowling. So I think that They really need to.
Days.
Yeah.
I mean, the square boundaries are small, you know, and especially the boundaries towards the third man and the fine leg. I think there is no chance for the fielders to be stopping those shots. So I still don't understand why the bowlers haven't realized this, even in the final game.
So the best bowling attack of the Premier League is certainly getting the nerves to do their work. And now bowling is Abdullah Faiz, still the last of his delivery. And another one shot towards the fine. Asking him to ask.
Yeah, I mean, this wicket, I think it demands that you bowl within the stumps.
Oh,
Was that nicked?
that
I
was
don't think
good.
so. I think Zain Raza missed it. But a good change of pace there, you know. He just bowled that quicker, shorter delivery.
That got a lot of bounce on that too.
So I think Umair Akram will certainly need to make up for the previous over by.
I think it is sincerely deserved by the Dynamites that we say that they are doing some good work, not letting any pressure get to them. They are at 128 runs for 3 wickets after 13.3 overs, so the run rate's not stopping anywhere. They are getting big
129 in the 14th over on this wicket. I think that is they are on course to getting a good total here.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, for the big final.
And especially since the power surge hasn't been bowled in up till now.
Yes, the power surge.
He has been an absolute beast with the ball. 3 overs, 16 runs conceded, and 2 wickets. An economy of 5.33. That is.
He's already at 10 wickets for the tournament, and I think these two will certainly try and go after him here.
Oh, yes.
Zain Raza is a big hitter of the cricket ball. So is Shayan Chaudhary.
For sure, for sure.
So Talhakin. So he will be bowling to Shayan Chaudhary from over the wicket now. He runs in.
and there's an
Bit of an
appeal.
appeal, but I do not think the umpire will be interested. That would have hit him outside the line of leg stump. Probably would have pitched outside leg stump as well, I feel.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
So he will be bowling to Zain Raza. Akram was the fielder and had a shy at the non-striker's end, but Zain Raza was way into the crease.
This ball will be faced by Shayan Chaudhary. Shayan Chaudhary, who did show us some big hits last night, and repeatedly so. So he's more than capable of doing that again. And this time, he just finds the gap and goes away for a 4.
Around 190 or even 200. They are keeping up with that 10 runs and over quite
Yes,
easily.
absolutely. So, and again, I will like to commend them there. So they are not letting the wicket loss get to them. They are not letting anything sway them away from that 10 run per over mark. They are at 154 for 3 wickets after 16 overs. So Abdullah Faiz will be bowling this one. Abdullah Faiz, who has bowled 3 for 24 runs.
He will be bowling around the wicket and that has been skied. Will that be taken? Well, Abdullah Faiz runs in and a good delivery. Zain Raza missing out there. He is a bit livid with himself.
Well, I don't see a reason for him to be livid with himself. I think he's doing a pretty fine job, and if he just keeps doing that and can stay on the crease for another over maybe, and then bring in Zohaib Butt, they should be golden.
In order to make Zain Raza play a false stroke here. He just fires one in towards his pad. A better delivery, I would say.
Well, that was a confusion there. Zain Raza almost lost his wicket there. He had the danger end and still wanted to run off. That wouldn't have been smart of him because it is Sawal Bhatti that has overrun on that.
Well, not good field placement by Salman Dogar. I think Rao needs to be, in that place where he can stop those outside edges because there are, plenty tonight, and that has been, pretty much what has happened in every game, loads of outside edges, and you just cannot stop those on this ground.
And he still doesn't get the fielder fine there.
So he tries to bowl outside off, but just a single on that occasion. So he's given away, 6 of his 4 deliveries, I think, or 7?
Well, 7, yes.
7 of his 4 deliveries. He still has one
That
more.
was on strike. Zohaib Butt is on strike.
No, this was Sahal Bhatti. Now Zohaib Butt is on strike, and he will be facing Umair Akram. So Ali Mazhar, once again, I would would want you to.
No, it's not that, but just look at how. Well, I think that Samal Bhatti, that was not an intentional drop again.
Yeah, I think I can find a rag for your goggles, Ali Mazhar. Outside edge once again. Umair Akram.
180 should be a good total to defend, to chase. So I think that that both the teams, even after the collapse of early collapse in the Dynamites lineup, they managed to keep it on, and with the runs conceded by Salman Dogar and some other bowlers, they those odd boundaries, they still have managed to restrict the Dynamites.
A good shot into the gap. No chance for the fielders. From here onwards will be absolutely vital for the Dynamites.
And can we get a home run in this final?
Yeah, Afaraza did concede a home run earlier in this tournament. So
Yes.
I wouldn't rule that out, honestly.
Oh, absolutely
And with
not.
Zohaib Butt batting.
Yes, so definitely something that's right up in the cards.
So Afar will need to come back stronger in this over. Zohaib Butt is the player that...
Oh, and
an
another.
inside edge. And Zohaib Butt had danced out of the wicket, but that was a good delivery, good pacey delivery, just outside off stump.
That brings us to the last delivery of the first innings of the grand finale. Avengers versus Dynamites. Afar Raza versus Zohaib Butt. This should be good. Afar Raza runs in. And a big hit! He has hit the... Will now need every ounce of their firepower to hunt this down. One inning stands between them and glory. One chase that could define their campaign. Can the Avengers rise to the occasion, or will the unbeaten Dynamites defend their perfect run and lift the crown? Buckle up, the second innings of the grand finale is underway.
So Shayan Chaudhary with a new ball for the Dynamites. First delivery to Shakir Rizvi. And a fielding lap straight away from Ismail Butt. First boundary on the board right away for the Avengers. So a home run conceded on the last delivery, and
Avengers, that should be some sign of trouble there, because that's something they should really be looking at.
I think these two need to build on a partnership. They need to be there for as long as possible.
Sure.
Two of your top batsmen getting half centuries, giving you a good start. I think the things just ultimately get easier. But I think it's got a lot this time. A beautiful shot off his toes. Shakir Rizvi gets his first boundary of the night. So he's gotten going as well now.
Well, that was the second boundary for Shakir Rizvi. He has hit them for a 4 earlier. And this has sense now. The bowling line, the bowling attack for the Dynamite seems to fall a bit short here. And that should hurt them a little tonight.
Well, I think even with this outside edge, and it will be 4 more runs. Dogar wanted to give himself a bit of room there. I wanted to power that through the covers, but he gets his outside edge and he will get 4 more runs. So this wicket will certainly induce strokes like big final. Just turns to his fast bowling mode, which we haven't seen for the whole most part of the tournament.
And
he's doing it well.
Oh yes, he was doing well with the spin bowling, and now he's just doing it the same way with the pace.
He's bowling beautifully. He's bowling those in swingers, but this time Salman Dogar just gets the connection, plays his off his toes. He's been so good for the Avengers. He is carrying the form from last night.
Yes.
Zohaib Butt has bowled tonight. That has been given as a wide.
But I think that what he's doing, like the saying goes, "Saath khoon maaf." ये खून माफ है Zohaib Butt को, because he's been just doing everything perfectly. A couple of wides shouldn't hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he is bowling fast here, from the usual off spin. Good shot from Salman Dogar once again. Zohaib Butt concedes another boundary. So 36 after 4 overs. They are lingering around that 10 run. He was pretty decent with the bat, but up till the final, I think this is the first time he's gotten out cheaply as well. So he runs in towards Shakir's pads and he just beautifully plays it towards the boundary. The fielder should have done well. It was Shayan Chaudhary. He's been using his feet a lot on that boundary. I think he should probably start using his hands a little bit more.
I think that one called for a dive.
He could have.
I can't just.
I remember him getting out early tonight. I
think he
did get a few runs, a few boundaries before he got dismissed. Or was it early as well?
I have a feeling it was early.
Well,
but I'm not sure.
We don't have our stats expert in tonight. Well, he's been doing the work out there with the interviews. Another beautiful shot, but brilliant fielding. Well, it was a good try, but 4 runs. So runs or boundaries, I should say, coming in thick and fast.
Oh yes, Salman Dogar actually started, well, he looked very, very good, but he wasn't really getting the runs in. He's still on 27 of 18 deliveries, so not too quick, but he's certainly got it on now.
Yeah, I mean, if these guys start scoring runs and the ones who to follow them as well, I think the Dynamites will certainly need to find a wicket out of somewhere. He squeezes this one towards the leg side. What a shot. That was a perfect Yorker almost, but he manages to put some sort of bat there and find the placement as well. Another boundary for Salman Dogar.
Well, and that has taken the run rate up the asking. So the Dynamites really need a wicket right now. They are desperately need for that wicket.
Well, in their previous game that they played against the Avengers were doing really well up top. But they just started playing reckless strokes for some reason. And if these guys have got enough experience to start inducing false strokes off the batsman.
Because, if they don't get those wickets, that was such a big lapse in the field. And he just went straight between the legs of the fielder and crosses the boundary.
Well, a lapse of field from Sawal Bhatti that got the outside edge. Huge blow for the Avengers. So Umar Dogar doing a good job so far. 3 deliveries, only 2 runs given so far by the captain, Captain Cool. Umar Shah Jahan Dogar. Ali Mazhar, your favorite captain, I believe?
Oh yes, for sure. Captaincy.
And he's chipped that. And that has been taken. There was a bit of a fumble there, but what a catch. And Zohaib Butt, the fielder, I think he slipped. But that is...
He was sitting there for that catch. Because he was, when the ball came to him, he was on the ground. What do you think is another wicket before the strategic timeout?
I think it's paramount importance. But I personally feel the Avengers shouldn't do anything adventurous here. They already are 66 for the loss of 1 wicket. We are into the 8th over. Anything around 80, 85 is a good total. We've seen that. Towards the onside. And he has found the gap. Once again, Abdullah Hashmi is almost than Talha. So
and much cooler too.
Yeah, much cooler. Even if he goes for runs, he will still be composed. Talha does lose a lot of composure when he goes for runs.
I talked to Talha tonight. And I did say that, you've got those nerves and all.
Good shot by Abdullah Hashmi in the process of me and Ali Mazhar discussing the brilliance of Umar Dogar and a comparison with Talha. But he gets 4 more runs with an outside edge. The fielder, surprisingly so was Nogar, and a comparison with
Yeah.
Talha, but he gets 4 more runs with an outside edge. The fielder, well, surprisingly so, was not placed correctly for the first time. Maybe.
Oh yes.
So yeah, back to the point you were making, Ali Mazhar.
Yeah, so Talha told me that that was a pleasant thing to hear. He said that I'm trying to get much more in control of my emotions after I've had a daughter. So that's a big four. That's a classy four, shot through the covers there, and that's beautiful placement.
He will need to support his captain tonight, which is the biggest game. Much better delivery from Ismail, but Shakir is struggling to even rotate strike right now.
Abdullah Hashmi has gone to just give him his 2 cents.
Yeah, I think it's very important that Shakir stays out there, recollects a bit of composure and starts finding the right shots. He does find some connection on that one. So a boundary does relieve the pressure a little bit on him, Ali Mazhar.
Yes, most definitely, because Shakir does want to get going away with 3/4 of this game, right? And it's still anybody's game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Avengers will have a big meetup in the strategic timeout. Beautiful shot. Abdullah Hashmi is looking impenetrable tonight with those strokes. That was so effortless and so risk-free. He likes to come back for that quick double. But at the moment, these two will certainly need to be there out there for another.
Oh, another
And-
cotton bolt chance missed.
Yes, exactly. That I pointed out towards at the beginning of the over. Shakir Rizvi is looking a bit stuck out there, and with these spinners, now I think he will need to make pace out of somewhere with his shots because he hasn't been finding the middle of the bat.
Oh yes. So can you enlighten the viewers about the discussion we had? Oh, that's a big appeal there, and it has been given. The finger has been lifted, and out goes.
Abdullah Hashmi has been dismissed, so the spinners right into the game straight away. And as we discussed, Umar Shah Jahan Dogar would
His size and his height and all. If he was just a tad bit faster and pacier,
He used to be. That's what I was referring to earlier. He used to be really.
he
quick.
would be really intimidating for the batsman to play.
Yeah, he was really quick, and as a big shot
Big
from Afar
shot.
Raza, and he has smashed that almost at the top of the dining holes.
Oh, absolutely. That was struck.
He plays that back to the bowler. But
Shakir has been, Ismail Siddiqui has been so consistent with those cotton bowled opportunities that he's creating.
Yeah, he's bowling full, and he's asking Shakir to hit him straight down the ground. Well, it became a full toss ultimately, and Shakir Rizvi reluctantly just finds a boundary there. 4
After a
more runs
long
to the
time.
Avengers.
Long time. That was played towards the long off to Zain Raza, just a single. Ismail Siddiqui has been doing a fantastic job with the ball up till now. Just 10 given of 1.4 overs. Oh, that's a big hit. That gets the distance. Goes away for a massive 6. So couldn't end the second over well, Ismail Siddiqui. But finally gets the hang of things, Shakir Rizvi there. If he can just replicate that delivery for 4 more, I think that he can finish his spell on a decent score conceded. Ismail Bhatt on his second delivery of his last. Oh, that has been cut away to the deep point and goes away for 4. Very technically played there by Afar. Gifted by Ismail Bhatt. I don't see why he's keeping the line towards the leg side. This one was on the outside off. Can it be taken? No, it gets the distance for a 6. 51 now. Given away by Ismail, but the third over of his spell. So still one more over for him to bowl after this one. This over, they really need to get a big wicket. Manages to find the gap. Shakir Rizvi has gotten going. 4 more runs for Shakir and for the Avengers. Shakir Rizvi finally looking close to his 50-run mark. He is on 47 of 29 deliveries. He will be going out as the first survivor if he manages to stay for 3 more runs. Or can Umar Shah Jahan Dogar get him out before that? Oh, another big shot. Manages to find the gap again. Completes his 15 style. 51 of 30 deliveries. Shakir Rizvi, after having struggled so much be giving you those stats probably
So
after the match as well.
We will have to wait for the. Yeah, I mean, and in the meanwhile, I think I also want to come back to the topic that I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Mr. Ali Hamdani, what a cricketer he is.
Oh, absolutely. One of the most senior players in the circuit.
Well, I'm sure he is not going to.
Hamdani is the most senior in experience as a player. He's
The youngest and the most experienced.
yes, so youngest, most
And the
stylish, most good-looking.
I think if he
On the field and off the
I think
field.
if he grows out his sideburns a little bit, he'll give us those Elvis Presley looks as well. What a shot by Afar Raza, and Afar Raza is in a hurry to get to that trophy and collect it along with his teammates. Well, the Dynamites will out of the park.
Well, to me, bhai, obviously is young blood, hot-headed like that.
So yeah, in the meanwhile, Avengers, well,
I think they're well within.
what a
it,
team!
so
you know.
I think
What a team
celebrations
at the
are
end
in
of the day.
order.
I think it was the way Dynamites batted, with that home run. And good shot by Afar Raza. Will he find the gap? Oh, that is perfectly placed. Afar Raza is in the mood. Well, he's almost gotten his team over the line here.
Sorry, Hamza. I would like to correct you there. That wasn't perfect. That was played there.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Faiz. And what do you make of the game so far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm, to be very honest, a bit surprised that Avengers have made it this one-sided. I was, as a tamashai of cricket, I was hoping that there a tight match hoga. As a supporter, I was backing the underdogs Avengers. Oh my God, that is very close and it's gone up. That is a bit too late. Part of me is saying, but then again, this is the PL final and this is where the nerves
Dynamites in the final few stages of the game. बहुत अच्छी bowling हो रही है. उमर डोगर थोड़ा सा उन्होंने कुछ create करने की कोशिश की. Like Faiz said कि कुछ चिंगारी को उन्होंने हवा दी for sure. But we will have to see if these guys can actually finish the game here. Towards the leg side.
This is what one batsman needs to do. They need to take it on. There's no need to show any nerves right now. Avengers are completely in control of this game, and I think that shot this is a very comfortable chase. Barring that Afar wicket, I think they would have technically finished in a 193 chase in 18 overs if they had just continued to go on with their ways. तो देखें ये PL के अंदर यही बात होती है कि on the day कितना कुछ मैटर करता है. They had a होता हुआ स्ट्रोक, कैच का चांस, मगर ये भी बॉल शानदार तरीके से प्लेस कर देगी 4 रन के लिए.
बिल्कुल फाइज, मैं आपसे टोटली एग्री करूंगा. मैं और अली मज़ीद डिस्कशन पहले भी कर रहे थे. आई थिंक डोगर की एबिलिटी यही है कि यू गिव हिम एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ ग्रुप